What's up, y'all? Just popping on this live real quick. And I just want to share a message to the people that's out there that works in the entertainment industry and the music industry, and particularly in the black entertainment industry. It is okay to not work for free. And when I say that, I noticed that so many entertainers in the industry, black entertainment industry, has been taken advantage of when it comes to money and finances relating to their talent and the works that they've done throughout their life, throughout their career. And it doesn't matter, what tier that someone is in. They could be at the highest tier of entertainment, mid tier entertainment, or, just starting out. And oftentimes, what I noticed that what goes on in the black sector of Hollywood is people try to pay you on you work for me and I have this reputation, I have this name. Or people try to say, oh, well, you know, I got more experience than you and you just starting up, so you should work for me for free. No, the answer should always be no. The reason why is because if the person is approaching you for help, if the person is approaching you for help with something, you are of value, whether you have a big amount of followers or not, unless the person is giving publicity where you are approaching them and saying, hey, I need publicity or something like that. And sometimes those people have a fee, and sometimes you have to respect them having a fee. Or any type of form where someone is requesting that you put in labor and work, you know, to help them, it shouldn't be free. You shouldn't be working for free. You know what I'm saying? You should always, always, always have some type of value on your work. And this is stuff I've learned over the years in the music industry. I met and worked with a lot of different legends that, and you could check my channel and see the people that I've interviewed and stuff. And, after those interviews, I've been offered opportunities to work with people. And it sounds good, it sounds great until you get down to the business part. And then people be trying to have you work for free, man. And then it'll be an excuse and be like, yo, yeah, if you do this or do that, it's great exposure because I am who I am. And then at first you think, oh, it's a good idea. But then you think about it and you're like, I'm spending all this time putting in this work and effort. But what is the real benefit? Because unfortunately, most of the people that's in the industry, they don't have, they say that they don't have any money to pay for it or compensate you, or they don't want to really give you the credit. So what is the benefit of doing that type of work if you not getting credit and you're not gonna get paid for it? Like, it's completely pointless. It really is. And you know, there's been certain things happening within my life that people wouldn't believe that I've been seeing recently with these celebrities, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But it's like oftentimes celebrities get themselves in a position with their finances being all messed up because they let people basically let them work them for free. And sometimes you'll run into people in the industry, of a certain caliber that live their life, where people weren't paying them what they worth. So they'll take the newcomers and approach us and say, well, they didn't pay me what I was worth, so I expect you to do the same thing that I did. And somebody got to stop that cycle. Somebody got to come in and be like, no. And I've had that happen to me a few times, several times, where I had the opportunity to work with people and they see my talent and they see my abilities, you know, as a creative, as a DJ, as a part of the industry, and I had to sit and be like, no. And that's the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now, because in my mind, I'd rather build my own platform, my own brand independently and be broke versus working for somebody else and building their platform for free and still being broke. It don't make any sense. Like, if I'm going to struggle, I'm going to have to struggle with a purpose of growth for myself versus struggle for the growth of someone else. It don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day I will, say my full story about a lot of things that I've encountered with, celebrities and stuff like that. But this is just my thing for people to take heed to. Like, it doesn't matter who the person is. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. If you in there making beats and you're unknown, if you're an unknown creator, or someone who's working in the industry, or and people don't know your name, but you know that you're putting together a great product, and you get approached by a celebrity, or you get approached by someone who says they're assistant, or you work with somebody and they don't want to compensate you, fuck the deal, bro. Just keep it pushing, and know that people are not required, excuse me, people are not entitled to your connections, people are not entitled to your personal contacts, people are not entitled or required for those information that you have acquired over the time of you being in the industry that you've worked hard for. And you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries, because if not, you have a lot of people that live in what I say, a stand mindset. That's a stand is somebody that basically idol worship celebrities for them being celebrities, versus having a business mind. Because if you approach a regular person who don't have a name for themselves, or just like a regular regular job or something, you're not going to accept the boss coming to you saying, yeah, we want you to do this work, but we want you to do it for exposure. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, nah, fuck this job, I got bills to pay. And you got to have that approach to the music industry. Like, you can't be so starstruck when you run into people that you just be like, yeah, man, I'm going to do it. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm speaking it from my experience of me trying to be nice, of me trying to do work, of me trying to extend an olive branch and work with people in the industry, and having to say, no, I can't. Even though you respect the person, even though you might enjoy their work and what they contributed to the culture, you have to really think about yourself and be like, what, who stops the cycle? How, this it's my turn to stop the cycle. And if you guys still choose to go out there and handle y'all business working for free, that's on you. Like, y'all grown adults. But I'm telling you that it's not worth it. You're better off just creating by yourself, making sure you're getting the full credit for your work. And then when you do business with people, make sure that you pay everybody. Y'all gotta understand, like, with my website that I'm building, I have contributors, and everybody, as someone who is literally not a celebrity, who's like, I would say mid to low market in the industry, I still pay. I still pay and compensate people that I work with. And in my mind, if I could compensate people, the celebrities that approach you should be able to compensate you, and make sure that you paid and you good for the work that you producing and the work that you doing. Like, I got stuff floating around that I produced like a year ago that nobody would even know it was me. You know what I'm saying? I got a little credit on it, but it's still getting used right now. And I'm just like, damn, I should have approached it different business wise, because it didn't go the way that I expected it to go. But that's just a learning stepping stool. And also, in the time I was not well, I had some issues and stuff going on with my health. So I felt like it was something to keep me, wanting to stay alive and, focused on in my journey during my health struggles. But for anybody that's out there in the world, no matter if you're in a health struggle, no matter if you're healthy, whatever the situation is, do not let anyone in this industry, celebrity, non-celebrity, take advantage of you, or make you feel like, you know, you're less than because you're younger and you haven't been in the industry as long. You could make changes, and you could do business different, and you could come in and have some type of integrity with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, one day, maybe one day, I'll fully speak about everything that I'm talking about in great detail. But it's important for musicians out there to respect themselves enough to not allow people to steal from them, not allowed to be using their work and likeness and stuff like that, without getting some type of conversation. If you're creating for another celebrity, or you're mid market, low market, and you're working for somebody who's higher up or in a higher echelon than you, because you have to make sure that you're paying your bills. Most of these people in the industry, they're adults, and a lot of times they lie about their age or pretend to be like, but everybody is grown ass adults around here. Whether you faking your age and who you are just to get ahead. People got bills to pay. People got things to do. So it's important, for you to really look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. And if a person is telling you, yo, I want you to produce this. Let's try to get in the creative process, trying to mind fuck you, trying to pull from you, trying to energy leech off you and take ideas or get you into that. you got to make the right decisions and decide, you know, nah, this ain't for me, or get some contracts involved and make sure things are signed off and you get in a security deposit before you even start doing any type of business, you know. But yeah, this is just a little thing I just something that was on my mind, a little Sunday talk. And hopefully this video reaches the right people that's out there that's trying to get their career started in the industry. You know, I think that everyone should have an approach in regards to doing business, especially in the music business. If someone approaches you for work or approaches you in a matter that they need your energy, to always get some type of compensation, and don't be afraid to set boundaries and know that people are not entitled to your intellectual information and property, you know. And know that just because they didn't value themselves or whatever, they didn't make money, like, you know, off of their work and stuff, that doesn't mean that you don't do it. And I feel like in the black entertainment community, it's time for everybody that wants to be in this industry to take a stand and say, no, I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to work for free. I'm not going to allow their people to take my energy or take my work, or, you know, use my talents without some type of check being cut. Because really, when you down and out, all you got is your business to make sure you maintain. Nobody's going to come in and save you. Nobody's going to come in and just give you money to make sure that you set and you good. You got to make sure that you covering all corners and that there's some type of benefit for you, versus you just literally letting somebody energy suck off of you and use your gifts and talents for their benefit. You know, and like I said before, with me, like I said, I'm considered mid, low tier in entertainment. I'm a blogger and a DJ. And, you know, my thing has always been, like I said, I pay the people that work for me. And I feel like if I can do that, any celebrity that you work with or approaches you to try to do any type of work should be able to do the same. If they have a team or not, you just need to have standards. And sometimes you might feel away. You might be like, damn, I should have took that. That was a good opportunity. But you got to trust in yourself. You know, we're all humans, and you know, you could possibly make it to where you need to go just by yourself alone and your gift and your talents and your work. You know, you just got to keep working. This industry, you know, is it's not beneficial oftentimes. You know, it's it's a how can I explain it? It's kind of fucked up, man. It's a fucked up industry, man. But if people are going, because people will try to take advantage of you, and if they don't get the chance to, you know, make it seem like you done something wrong. But you gotta respect people. Those folks, they gotta respect you as a person and as a creator and yourself. But that's why I continue to do the work that I do every day. I get up and I feed into myself. I work on my website. I blog. I write, and I pay the people I need to pay to keep things moving forward. I don't expect. I don't never approach any contributor for my site or any person that I need work from and say to them, hey, I want you to work for free. My conversation is straight up. My conversation up front is, what's your price? What is your price? How much do you charge? I don't never come into a business conversation and be like, yo, do you mind just working and just using, being able to just have the credit or the likeness of working, or for the clout and the publicity. That's what they call it, the publicity. Oh, you getting publicity, so you don't need to pay your bills. Yeah, I do need to pay my bills. And if you can't afford to pay nobody, then you shouldn't be working with nobody. That's just what it is, you know. And I feel like the best way is to make sure that you got freelance contracts with everybody that you work with. You know what I'm saying? You know, make sure that there is a you know, some type of contract. You know, a simple, easy to read contract that lets a person know, yo, I'm paying you for these things. I want one, two, three out of you. I'm gonna pay you this amount for each. You know, this contract runs out at this time. Once you're completed, you go about your day. I go about mine. You know, and making it clear, like, okay, anything that's put together on this particular platform that you're contributing will stay permanently. but you're getting paid for, writing and contributing to the site. And in your exchange for that is this money that I'm providing you. And understanding that, because I feel like a lot of times people don't understand that the publicity ain't worth it at the end of the day. If you're working with somebody, because that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be interested in you and you being a newcomer working behind the scenes. Like, people will hear the word of mouth, but the thing is that you don't want to have a reputation of somebody in the industry that just works for free. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a do boy or do girl, a motherfucker that do all the work for a person, and they're gonna end up passing that around to the industry and saying, "Yo, yeah, this person, they willing to do nothing, do a whole bunch of something, for nothing, basically." You don't want to be that person. So that's what I decided to get into my craft and my talents and really focus on my website, djjericapod.com, where I do my internet blogging. And, I put out the breaking stories and stuff. I actually just released an article and a good read on Angie Stone's memorial service that happened in Atlanta and also in the Carolinas, where she's from, Columbia, South Carolina. And I put together clips from that and everything else. And, I'm just always working, and I'm working for myself, and I'm trying to build. And it's going to take a uphill, It's going to take some time. I'm getting a lot of views. My readership is it definitely 6 7 figures. So I'm doing pretty well for myself. But, you know, it's just been things that's been on my mind. Like, I really be seeing a lot of, rappers and performers and stuff like that, and they don't seem to understand the value that they have in this industry, even as a newcomer. And people will try to play you and try to make you feel like you literally should just work for nothing. Like, you got legends out here that's been struggling their whole lives, because of that mindset. They got hypnotized into thinking that it's wrong to expect compensation for the work that you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, or allowing yourself to be so miseducated and being starstruck. You're not reading the books and studying the monies, the royalties, and everything else that's supposed to come after you do production work and stuff like that. What credits belong to you, and making sure that you got a team that's aligned with your morals and your business and your integrity. And oftentimes, you'll get into certain industry events and stuff like that, and it's cool and all, but you got to watch yourself. You got to watch your back. You got to be careful. And even your ideas and stuff, you really just want to keep to yourself. That's why I built everything in-house. That's why I'm proud of the platform that I've made. And it may not be TMZ, it may not be the Shade Room just yet, but I know that I'm proud of being able to blog and write my articles and say the things that I want to say freely, for free, versus basically wasting my talents and not getting credit for it. You feel me? But I just see that so often in the music industry, and it's sad. And I had my own experiences in it, and I'm talking about recent. But I'm not a person who's gonna, throw everything out there, or per se. I'm more so focused on my gift, but I've learned a lot, and I would say from my personal experiences, do not let people take advantage of your gift or your talents and stuff. Like, get a contract, make sure that some type of deposit is made. And I don't give a damn if you charge $50. At least charge something, so when it comes to your work and intellectual property, you have some type of receipt and say, "Yeah, I got paid for that." So if the next person see your work and they think it's dope, whoever else you're working with, if that celebrity say, "Hey, you should work with this person," they don't be able to mouth to the other person, "Oh, you work for free," or "You produce this product for free." They'll probably do it for you. So then you go to that other person and you trying to get a business deal done, and they just like, "Oh, well, I heard you work for free, so you get it for free for them. Why don't you do it for me?" That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? It just mess up all your business relationships and stuff like that, trying to be, Miss Perfect, or, being cutesy with people. Like, and none of that shit matter. None of that. And we got to remember that we all human, and at the end of the day, I feel like we should have compassion and stuff like that, but we should always make sure that we have our best interests in mind up front before anything. We should never run around here thinking like, "Oh yeah, it's this person, so I'm gonna go ahead and just throw my standards by the riverside." You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. And that's just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how it is. If you have certain standards, there's certain things you gotta have a price tag for yourself. You can't just be out here just aimlessly just helping everybody like you shouldn't. And I don't care who else running around here telling you that you should. You don't owe nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't give a damn what standard or what level the person is in the industry. You know, because if you that great that that person want to work with you, that means that you're gonna be even greater by yourself, and you ain't gonna have to worry about nobody stealing your shit and walking around here being broke. Cause really, it's unfortunate, but let's keep it funky and keep it real. Majority of our heroes out here right now are, and I'm doing this because I'm writing my website down for y'all. If y'all still interested in what I'm talking about, y'all want to see my Angie Stone feature that I put together about her memorial. That's my site right there. I'm trying to post it. Stupid things, grammar. I'm gonna post that in a second. But anyways, we gotta have standards. Like you got a bunch of these celebrities running around here that we idolize. That we there it is right there. DJJericapod.com. That's the site. DJJericapod.com. Put that in your browser and save it. You know I post there often. That's my site. I have contributors there. You know I've been working hard. So that's where I put up my news and stuff. And don't worry, like even though I sometimes you'll see me on the blogs and I put messy stuff on there, my articles have purpose within it. I don't want to be the person who just posts about who's sleeping with who and this and this. I want to make sure that there's some type of information being conveyed between myself and the reader. So, and that's what the site is about. But anyways, that's what I was saying. We got so many legends in this music industry who are flat broke right now, don't got nothing, out here, you know, literally that. And God rest Angie Stone's soul, but it was just sad that she didn't get her things before she left here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like who was working and running shit? She wasn't in the worst position because we've seen worse, right? But I mean, now she's gone, so that's even worse than whoever else is going through something. Because if they're still alive and they're going through it, at least they still got their life. Angie Stone, you know, she was going through a lot before she passed, and it was just sad that she went out there calling out her record label and everything else, and she never was able to get her just due, like what she deserved, like literally her justice and her money and everything that she poured into all these people in the industry, and it was a good amount of people that came out, to show her love, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. When I watched her memorial service, I just was perplexed that Angie Stone was responsible for so many people's careers in the music industry, and those pews wasn't filled to the max. Like I just and it's not and maybe it was a good thing that a lot of these A-listers didn't show up, because then it would have took away that the funeral was for her, right? Because she was being overshadowed in her entire life. So we don't want to do that in her death. But I just feel like she deserved, more respect. And I know some in the industry, people have contracts, they have to go to concerts, they can't just cancel for her. But damn, her funeral was 2 weeks out, and it's just certain people that I feel like should have showed up, that paved the way. Whether you liked her or not, if she was responsible for helping to launch your career, I feel like you should have enough courtesy, especially when you ain't doing shit, to have enough courtesy to pay your respects for the work that she did in business for you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing, when people don't have any type of respect for the people that, laid their careers down to help benefit the next person. And, it's sad. It's sad. And then, we got other celebs coming out talking about how they're poor and broke, money's on, their money is low. They ain't got shit, unhoused and shit. And it's just sad, man. It's sad. And that's my point, is that we can't let people take advantage of us in the black entertainment community. We gotta set standards, and you can't be mad at somebody for having a standard. Like a lot of the times when I notice in this industry, you get people that be mad or salty because you gotta charge, to get work done. Whether you and they're higher up and you're unknown, so they feel like, oh, how dare you charge me? Yeah, I should charge you. You over here on a jet, you know what I'm saying? You got all types of shit, like what do we think this is? You think you just have to be just throwing out my info and throwing out my shit for free? Like, no, I shouldn't. That's wild, yo. That's wild. And I probably, how long I've been on this live? Been a half an hour. But nah, that's literally just been on my mind. Like, it's insane. And I seen Tyler Perry's speech at Angie Stone's funeral, and Tyler Perry made a good point. Like, all that money she made in 40 years, where is her money? Where's Angie Stone's money? You know what I'm saying? And then I also just think about her kids. I'm like, I hope it's safe for her kids and stuff, you know. And I was just flabbergasted at the people that didn't show up. Like, it was nice to see people showed up. At least they were genuine. But at the same time, like, y'all could have did better. Y'all could have gave her more respect than that. You know, she deserved a crowd full of people at that memorial service, man. And she shouldn't even be dead. Like, she ain't got no business being dead. That's the part that just makes it worse with Angie Stone. Like, come on, man. She had a lot of plans, and I was doing research and stuff, and I guess one of the people that helped uncover that the record label was stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from her. This guy said she was supposed to be signing off and doing a Vegas residency the next week. Signing off to get that done so she wouldn't be having to go on the road and do shows. And it's just like, I just wish things could have panned out different for Angie Stone. Like, I know she was 63. She wasn't the youngest, but she wasn't the oldest neither. And I just feel like she could have had way more years, with us, and she deserves so much more. It's just sickening, and it's sad how they do the legends out here. And I got great plans for myself, on how I see Tyler Perry be treating legends. I want to get to that point in my life. I want to get my company in a position that's very respectable, to the point where we can give the flowers to the right people, and not always push this machine, what I'm saying, this stereotypical machine, this agenda that they want in the music industry for people to be successful. Because we've had so many legends that have come and gone, and a lot of them are still alive. But do they get their flowers? BET don't even give them their flowers. I know they're not owned by black people anymore, I don't believe. But damn, like, what happened to us, like, really showing respect and love to the legends out there? You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about people that's been in the industry for 30, 40 years, and they ain't getting no type of accolades or nothing. There's no assistant fund for these people, no nothing, no healthcare coverage, no nothing. They just assed out, just out here looking crazy. But then I wonder, like, that's why I keep on trying to say to all the newcomers that's in the industry, don't settle for less. Don't let people trick you into just doing shit for free. Like, just don't. Just struggle by yourself. Get your brand where it needs to be. If you need to, pay for PR. Reach out to different blogs and stuff like that. Do the business and the work that you need for yourself. Figure out how to build relationships with people yourself. So then you won't actually necessarily need a record label. And then if other people want to come in and say, yo, I want to do a collaboration, you lay a price down, and you settle with that price. You know what I'm saying? And you be okay with having some type of standards with yourself. Don't settle for less. Just don't. I just be like, I just been sitting here observing and just seeing how things have been playing out in this industry for the legends, and it's just like so many people are dead and down out and bad, you know, and, and I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see any more legends get buried, man. I want to challenge some of these black blogs is like, why we always got to talk negative about you know our entertainers? Like, why when it comes to the black sector of entertainment, journalism, every time we put out a publication, it's always got to be something negative about somebody. Why can't we talk about the good stuff that people be doing? Like, what is so hard about that? You know? And I'm not saying like just ignore people being trash, but everything that they say about celebrities is always wrong, It's always bad, negative. You just try to find some positive, something uplifting. And I'm talking about uplifting the right people. I'm not talking about just over here lying on folks and saying that they're good people when they're not. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that wasn't uplifted while they were alive. I.e. Angie Stone. Like, she deserved. I know she got honored. I think it was a Black Music Honors or something like that. She got an award a few years ago before she passed. But man, she just deserves so much more. She deserves so much more, and it's sad. I had watched that memorial service on Friday, and I was just like, it's so sad. So many hours that they went through, and many people showed up, but it was just like, damn, man. It's just, but yeah, I don't know. This has been some stuff that's just been on my mind. Um, like I said before, I posted my article about Angie Stone's memorial service for those that missed it. I got the highlights from it, from Tyler Perry speaking out, calling out the industry, and telling them, like, look, where is her money? Like, seriously, where's her money? And her kids speaking as well. I highlighted things, some important quotes that was spoke by them. And, Kiki Wyatt, thing down. Um, she sung that thing down, and she really proved, you know, I mean, vocally, Kiki Wise deserved more too. Like, what the heck? Like, how could you sing like that? And like, did she have the Grammy yet? Like, I don't know. Somebody call Kiki Wines and give her her own something. I don't know. The way that she sung at Angie Stone's funeral, that should be studied. Like, we should have a course on the vocal abilities of Kiki Wyatt. And she's another legend that they don't get no flowers, And I say Music Soul Child, and I just been like, damn, like he was a great neo soul singer, and I don't hear much about him like that. We just gotta try to actually download and buy the music from our neo soul artists, man. Like, try to help them uplift them in some type of way. If we're fans, you know what I'm saying? This from the outside. In the inside, when you're doing business, charge. Always get your money. But as a fan, if you're an onlooker and you really want to support that artist, make sure that they're straight, you know, go and buy the music. Like, get a CD. God damn it. I miss the days of CDs and stuff. People actually, I mean, the record labels were still robbing folks, and that's the fucked up part about it. But I don't know. It's time for someone to make it so an artist get 100% their money. The only thing I could probably suggest to an artist at this point is self distribution, direct consumer type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that also will help. But yeah, let me slide off of here. I gotta go. But that's just a little something on my mind. I'll be back with another post later. But share your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, I said CD, man, because they actually paid these people. CDs, people is actually getting paid. I'm talking about the record labels getting paid. They were still robbing the artists. But if the artists go back that way, where they're charging $12 per CD, imagine that an artist getting 100% of what's owed to them, plus their royalties and distribution, all that stuff. They'll be good, man. They will be good. But the thing is that you charge $12, do a digital sale, and see, go to Bandcamp or something like that. Something got to change, because there's too many people walking around here broke. Like, Spotify shouldn't be allowed to own people's catalog and paying them like 5 cents, or not even that. They're getting half of a penny per spin, a quarter of a penny or something. Something crazy, man. Something crazy, man. But anyways, y'all should check out the highlights of Angie Stone's funeral. I gotta hop off of here. I'm gonna catch you guys a little later. But yeah, it was just on my mind. Don't work for free. If you're in this music industry, it doesn't matter if you're starstruck, whatever. If a star approach you, celebrity approach you, and they want business done, get your money, get your moolah, baby. Sign those contracts. Make sure you get your direct deposit up front, your security deposit up front. Get to the work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get credit on everything. And for the fans out there, if you guys are tired of seeing your favorite musician struggling, I don't know, man. Like, actually go and buy the music. I don't know who owns their masters, but I don't like, if they got merch, buy their merch. Like, don't even buy the music because it's going to the record labels. Buy their merchandise, stuff like that they're selling independently. And try to encourage some people to get a Bandcamp account or something like that, because I'm pretty sure they make more money off of Bandcamp than they do Spotify. Like, something got to change in the industry, because this is a complete tragedy, especially when it comes to black music artists in the industry. A lot of times, a lot of them come from undereducated families, uneducated people that's not in school, people that don't know how to read and stuff, and then they have the opportunity to sign a contract and do business and stuff, and they don't know what's going on. So that's oftentimes why so many of these black artists are being taken advantage of. But it's time for somebody to step up and make changes. Somebody got to make a change. But I'm going to talk to y'all later. I got to slide off of here. Got an emergency to attend to. But hit the sub button if you guys haven't already. Go to my website, djjericapod.com, so you guys can get more news on everything that's going on in the black community and in the urban world. That's djjericapod.com. Like I said, it's me and got another contributor that I'm actually paying. Like I said, if I'm paying somebody, they can pay too. Don't let these people take advantage of you. I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye.